Twin Peaks episode 5. We start out this episode and Coop wakes up, getting woken up by the new Icelanders that are there to buy the whatever they're trying to sell. Land, I guess.
They're trying to build some sort of community, I think.
I don't know.
New housing development.
Whatever they're trying to do. He talks with Audrey for a moment, and
he says a line that I have a note about that says, "There is no way that is not creepy."
So which one?
How old are you?
Well, I mean, she's coming on pretty strong, and he knows that. As you can tell, he's pretty good at picking up body language.
He seems too into it for... He's what, in his 30s?
Mm.
Probably, we have to assume. Special agent of the FBI working by himself.
And she's 18.
Yes.
He knows the laws.
Still creepy.
Well, depends on your point of view. Bringing us to Flesh World, which they find in Jacques' house.
Mm-hmm.
And pictures of the red drapes. And the picture of Laura Palmer in Flesh World.
Mm-hmm.
Which they couldn't tell before because their face was cut off. And then Bobby and Shelley are talking in Leo's house. And they're planning to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, teenagers. Then we have a nice scene with Ed and Norma where, you know, Ed's got this thing with Nadine where he doesn't want to leave her. And she's got this guy that just got out of jail.
Domino Man.
Yep, old Domino Hank.
Let's keep going because there's... I don't know how he fits into a certain part of this.
Yeah. Then Madeline joins up with Donna and James on their crack team to solve the Laura Palmer case. Because everyone has their own team to do this. And later in the woods, they're trying to find the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, they find Log Lady's cabin.
Here is my note about this. Did they not know where Log Lady lived?
That's a good point. Maybe they didn't.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. You think in a small town like this, the police would know who lives in the small cabins.
Especially because he pointed out Log Lady during the town meeting in which he instituted the curfew.
Mm-hmm. Good point. But she was expecting them. They had talk about souls and sounds and owls.
The devil.
The devil hides in the smoke. I love how sometimes she'll say a line that sounds normal. And then the next line is back to being completely crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go to the next cabin in the woods, which is the right one, with the red drapes, music always in the air, and the chip that for some reason falls out of the cuckoo clock. Somewhere in there, Bobby goes to family counseling, which is, it's always funny just to see Bobby being Bobby. He starts crying there.
And that's when he says Laura was in charge of the drug operation.
Yep.
On their end.
Are you adding that to another job?
I'm upgrading her job from something involved with drugs to now being in charge of said thing with drugs.
She's the drug lord now.
Yeah.
She made him do it.
She now has more responsibility. Where does she do all this?
As we know, she was on cocaine, so that probably gives her a bit more vigor towards all of these projects.
Continue.
Then we have the welcome party near the end. And that secret hidey hole that we saw in the last episode comes in handy. When Audrey finds out that her father is working with whatever her name is to get the sawmill. And then we find out that he is double crossing her with Josie.
This is where my note comes in. Who is double crossing who?
Oh.
Is it actually a triple or a quadruple? Quintuple?
It's hard to keep track of. Because
whose side is Audrey's father on?
I would have to say the only answer to that is his own.
Does she want? Do they both want to burn down the mill? What if they just talked about burning down the mill together?
I don't know, man. We're gonna have to find out when they show us more. Leland hits the dance scene at the welcome party.
Yeah.
Invents the new craze. It's great. I love that scene. And then Maddie finds the tape in the secret dresser thing with that whole box that she had inside of that post. Why did she have it in the box? That's what confused me. Because you can't fit...
I don't.
How much can you fit in a little thing that you unscrew from your bedpost?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I wouldn't even think a tape would go in
I
there.
thought maybe she put it in there, but that doesn't make sense either.
Hiding cigarettes in it is one thing. A cassette tape, that's a bigger object. Then Hank shows up and beats the crap out of Leo for a second because apparently they were involved in criminal activities. And then Shelley shoots Leo.
Yep. Well, we don't know yet.
We heard him scream.
We heard him scream, and then we just saw the light move.
I'm going to say if Leo screams like that, he's probably been shot. Because, I mean, he's a tough guy. He's probably been around a lot of gunfire.
We'll find out.
He's at least shot somewhere on the body. Then Coop finds Audrey in his bed.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the end of the episode.
Okay. The only note that I have no idea, I can tell you happened between Log Lady and the double crossing scene with the owner of the mill. I just have circled what the fuck is going on. You could apply that to probably anywhere you wanted to. I don't know where it falls anymore. Maybe the dancing. Maybe it was the dancing. That makes sense.
Yeah. Who killed Laura Palmer?
We're going with Bob still, I guess. I don't know. We're not changing until it gives me somebody else. Bob was on screen and said he killed somebody. He's going to kill somebody again. It's the only character who's flat out said something like that so far. I'm going to take him at his word.
Fair enough. Next time. What do you think Coop's going to do in Audrey?
I don't know. Maybe they're going to sleep together. Maybe he's going to
That's
kick
where
her
we are,
out.
man.
I don't know.